Yo, when you click like, it helps me help my daughter.
Count Dracula with 25. Looks like the Fed is going to raise rates again, and mortgage rates are going to be 8% by year's end. Nick, will you have a hype class about writing crazy, aggressive, low offers? Want to learn your ways.
If you're going to write a low offer, you have to pull the house apart as bad as possible. You have to have a fucking laundry list. That's how you make a bad offer. You do the home inspection yourself. You have really uncomfortable conversations, and you have to find people that are in with their backs against the wall that are sellers. People will take bad deals if they want to get the fuck out of here. Yeah. Boomers are stupid. They want to leave. I want to go to Carolina. We got to get down there. Yeah. Sell the fucking thing, Mary. Sell the fucking thing. Yeah. They will make mistakes. Yeah, it's up for you to point. Listen, and scare the shit out of the fucking lady. Be like, look at the fucking water coming in. Damage, cracking, heaving, frost line, sill plate rot, mechanical failure, firebox, wiring mistakes, no permits pulled, ghosts, suicide rates, crime, brick repointing, fireplace flue, air conditioning, filter maintenance not on time, old appliances outdated, flooring bad, loose trim, grease stains in the concrete of the floor, water in the basement, water in the backyard, no amenities, better price comps. Yeah. Comps from 2 towns over. Scare the shit out of them. That's how you do it. Yeah. I don't give a fuck. I don't know these fucking people. I'm not human when I'm trying to buy something. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be a nice... I'm trying to fucking steal. Yeah. You should too. Yeah. It's a fucking house. You don't owe these people fucking anything. And my dad said this a long time ago. A good salesman has a little bit of larceny in his heart. Yeah. It's just something to know. When you're buying a fucking house and it's odds are it's overpriced. 90% of the market's fucking, go fucking hammer them. Sorry. Life's not fucking fair. Have you ever sold anything? I have. I've sold, I get fucking hammered. My balls busted nonstop. I've been kicked in the balls, fucking punched in the face, thrown into grills, knocked out, fucking coffee's thrown at me, fucking grabbed by my shirt collar, my tie pulled up, my tie cut, my tires slid. I've been fucked with my entire career of sales. I don't give a shit. Yeah. Call my mom a fat cunt. I don't give a fuck. It's nothing personal. And if he doesn't want to do it, you move on and you find someone who will. It's your house. You have to be that fucking vicious. I'm sorry that it has to, like, I have to show that ugly shit side. And but it's real. It's here, the people in here, and then it's these fuckheads out there trying to grab the top of the mark. Guess what? You don't get to grab the top of the mark. Not with you anyway. Not with me. You want to be a fucking schmuck? Well, it's crazy to ask below asking. No, it's not. No, it's not. It starts the conversation if you want the house, but you gotta want the house. And you have to know enough that you want it and you need it.
You have the chutzpah.
I don't look at houses like if I can get it or not. Like, I don't look at houses if I'm like, oh, well, maybe I can get it. If I like the house and it's like 2.5 million, I'll go offer them 1.7 million if I have 1.7 million. Yeah. It doesn't, and I'll stand on the fucking lawn and duke it out with them. And I'll just be like, look, man, the fucking house is beat. Like, how do you figure? I looked at something this week. It was 2.7 million. I love the fucking house. It's great. It's a deal for 2.7 million. But it's finished so fucking poorly, and it's 6,000 square feet. It's business. I told my brother about it. I'm like, he's like, 2.7, it's a deal. I'm like, it's like oceanfront. I'll hammer this guy on every fucking square footage of this house that needs to be replaced. How much do you think it's going to cost me, Roger? What do you think this molding's going to cost? That it's a $2.5 million house that you think is worth $4 million. What the fuck kind of molding you think I'm putting in here? Fucking 1x6? No. I'm putting in fucking 1x8, like fucking graduated oak kickboard. How much is that a foot? How much is that a foot installed, sealed, stained? Who's putting that kind of shit in? I can't hire bums to do that, you fucking idiot. I gotta put a kitchen in that's gonna cost me $265,000. Your kitchen's a total fucking gut. That's how you, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's not nice. And you can do the same thing on a car if it's used. You gotta, like, these are the most expensive fucking purchases in your whole fucking life, guys. Like, like, who gives a shit? Like, no one's gonna remember, like, everybody does it. And just so you know, everybody does it. Like, if I put my house on the market, I'll have every fucking wannabe fucking tech guy from Rhode Island who's like a whack version of a tech guy that really doesn't make money, because if he did, he wouldn't live in Rhode Island. Yeah. And he's gonna be busting my ball. I don't give a fuck, I'm ready for it. Yeah. Good news, you're gonna run into a brick wall with me, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's, anybody who's out there, like, this market is for idiots. Like, the people are just reaching and grabbing. My brother's a fucking 20-year realtor. He doesn't want to sell houses right now because he's too tired of dealing with people being fucking retards. Yeah. Like, walking into people's houses like, oh, I want 3.3 million. The house is worth $2 million. Like, where are you going? Yeah. Where are you going? Yeah, guys, I want $900 for my shirts. They're good. Fuck, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
damn.
I'm sorry, guys.
Again, good.
And no one's gonna like. It's you and your loved ones and your fucking family buying the most expensive fucking thing in your life. So make the fucking smart move. But please, God, do not be fucking afraid to take the gloves off and throw some fucking haymakers. And because what are you gonna do? Just eat it? Say you didn't notice it. Say let's run the. Well, he wanted $500 and we gave him $495. We thought a discount was something. Then immediately you have $25,000 worth of like straight up problems.
Yeah.
What, you think he's coming back to give you the money? What are you, fucking stupid?
Yeah. Shit.
He'll come back. He's got a good heart in there. They'll do nothing for you. The realtor will like be like this. I gotta go. I'm drinking cocktail sauce. That's what'll happen.
That was a great dialogue on that.
That's it.
That's good.
Well, I hope that was a take.
We got another chat. Fucking everybody in the chat's fired up, including myself.
Well,
Everybody's fucking
go out there and get
up.
him, folks.
No, that was inspiring.
I don't want anybody to get taken advantage of. And trust me, at these prices, you got to just assume that 98% of the people are trying to take advantage. You just have to assume it. Walk into it like someone's trying to fucking put their hand down your pants. Not getting your hand down my pants. I wanted to like just touch base on something that I don't want to get lost in translation. Last week when I was kind of going off there on a tangent trying to protect and just be dad. I'm not trying to say be a scumbag to people and lowball them on offers. What I'm saying is don't get taken for a ride on someone else's dream. Oh, this house is $699, it's going up, blah, 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 blah. If you're paying full retail for that house and you're not walking the guy through the price, then you're missing out. And what I mean by that is someone's selling you a house for full retail like it's a perfect thing for brand new fucking levels, right? Like brand new high levels. Please, God, do not listen to them. Just shove holes right through their story because a realtor is a fucking loser and they have nothing. They don't give a shit. They'll sell you, they'll tell you it's great. Oh, it's a great house, great location, perfect fit for you. They'll use words that aren't, you're gonna make money on this property. What we're trying to do here is eliminate problems, buying bullshit. It's like a car salesman telling you that like a car goes 250 miles an hour and you're like, really? It's illegal to go 250, but wow. You know, like it's just, I just, there's not many of us here in this, this little sphere, right? And nothing makes me happier than having just a small group of people. Like it makes me smile. It makes me just having like young people, couples, just not getting fucked over, and then buying the right thing. Chris, what are you doing, Chris?
It's so hot in here.
It's so hot. My hands are sweaty.
I got sweat on. But yeah, so you're editing.
I'm capping. I'm not saying like lowball people, because all the people are like, oh, it's so fun. Yeah. Listen, I got the word ethics tattooed right there on my arm. Ethic says it right there. Ethic and optimism
and opium
and opioids. I am not saying be a fucking slime bag, and I'm just saying don't get taken for a fucking ride. And don't, when people try to sell you things and like they're adding up that price, you have to work yourself backwards and then redo. So what you're telling me is that when I do X, Y, and Z, this property needs X, Y, and Z. But when I complete these, how much would you say X, Y, and Z is? Let's just say the house is $500,000. It's too much money. It should be like $389 to $420, right? But it needs X, Y, and Z. So you're saying when I do X, Y, and Z, how much do you think X, Y, and Z should cost? Oh, I would say it costs $60,000 and then it's all perfect. Oh yeah, well I think it's $120. Let's quit arguing. Let's call it $85. So I buy it from you for $5. Now I'm into the house for $585. You're telling me this house is worth $585,000. That's what you're saying. It's not going to add up. It never will. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm like so fucking like dead set on like you punching holes. You can't get taken for a fucking ride. No. You know? Oh no, that's all. Oh really? Who's fucking doing it? Like homeless people? Oh, you trust workers that, because I think this thing will take 3 weeks. 3 guys, 3 weeks. You can start doing the math and unwinding, and you have to know the job. You have to know like the consideration on how far away is this thing from being puffed out, as I say. And that's kind of what I want. That's what I do. What I do is I just take a piece of individual real estate and I make it as nice as possible. I know it sounds corny. I'm tired of hearing myself say it, but I make it as nice as possible. I optimize it to where I see not much more value until like I really covered all my bases. I did everything pretty good. This house, I've done as much as I can. It's time for either me to sell it or shut the fuck up and stop working on it. To not get walked into these delusional sellers, along with delusional realtors right now are at a point where they'll do fucking anything. Realtors will suck cock for deals. Look on TikTok, look out there, talk to people, talk to realtors. They're slow. My brother's makes the funniest jokes. How you doing? Oh, so busy. Yeah, fuck you. With what? With what? I can look this up, you know. Like, realtors can look up how much each other's makes.
Yeah.
So even if you do like $5 million worth of deals, you roughly made like 70, 80 grand. So like, oh, I'm busy as shit. Where? With the overpriced garbage? Or the no availability. Just something to keep your eyes on. And I don't mean to like kind of go off on a fucking tangent. Something to keep your eyes on when the inventory that everybody says is like, we only have 400,000 homes in the active United States inventory. And during 2008, we had 2 million homes. And then 300,000 to 400,000 homes are gonna get shit out because they bought with the Airbnb matrix. They bought with like the hope to rental. And now the Airbnb matrix, they price themselves out of the market. Airbnb's not that hot. People are putting their hands in their pockets a little bit more. Those houses are going to hit the market. They ain't going to hit the market. They're not going to be able to get out of them. They paid all the money. You know what happens when you get out of, you know what happens when like a lot of people want to like, oh, this rental unit that I bought for 500,000 isn't cash flowing. You know what happens? They foreclose on them. Like that's when the shit starts hitting the fan. And the banks are going to have to like, the banks wrote all the loans on these stupid prices based on like Airbnb rental income. They know. All these guys being like, I put the matrix into my thing and it says that it takes in $73,000 a year in total income. Look at what like the fees are. They always leave out. Basically everybody's matrix is fucked up and I knew it from day one and you did too if you stayed here. And now the crows, the chickens have come home to roost and now everybody's going to be fucking up a creek. So that's what you're really keeping your eyes on. It'll be interesting. I think August and September is going to be a big tell when the aliens come out.
We got Kyle Pex with the 25. Nick dropped some bangers at the end of last stream, but I want to add to it. Do most of negotiations on a home price prior to accepted offer? Understand earnest money's role in a transaction. Don't lose 10K to 15K for a 2K repair.
Understand earnest money's role. Yeah. I mean, I think we're talking about two different houses, if I'm being fair with you. Like, I get what you're saying. Like, earnest money is basically saying, like, yes, from the buyer standpoint, like, yes, I want to buy this house. Here's a deposit. That's how serious I am. I think the houses that I'm talking about are houses that you want that are overpriced, as opposed to a house that's priced right that has 50 offers. You're not going to win. The conversation doesn't get to happen on that piece of property rather. Meaning like a red hot market, a fucking house that's priced to sell, like 50 offer shit. We're not even having that. Like that conversation doesn't get to happen. There's no negotiating. We're talking about something that you like. That some guy's being a cowboy on. Something that like, yeah, dude, this piece of property is cool, but you're being a fucking space cadet on this thing. It's worth $475. I'll give you $5.25. You're at $800. That's when you have to start unwinding that price. If there's a property that you like, and it's kind of certain brackets they sort of live. Like it's in like the $400,000 bracket for the low stuff where houses should be $279, and then it's in like the $850 houses that should be like $579, and then it's in like the $1,053. Like it's always like the tail end of the price point where you're like, this house is really actually a lower grade, but you're trying to gussy it up and make it look like it's something it's not just because of the town or maybe it's square footage or something like that. Like, yeah, it's got the square footage, but it's fucking 5 different additions. The house looks like shit. And you counted everything. You counted the basement, you counted the garage, all kinds of weird shit.